Yo, what's happening? Welcome back to a brand new episode of You Can't Sit With Us Radio, featuring myself, L Ambitious, aka the kid that never sold dope, and the one and only, the smooth, cute DJ, man. What's going on?
What's poppin', bro? Hey, I need headphones. You know what I mean? Like, 'cause I feel
Man,
like you have the like the surround sound.
bro, this raggedy ass, man, I got these at the other studio, man. This
Hey, but they
raggedy,
with their
man, you see
headphones on,
this?
you can hear it.
Man, you see this?
You can.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's pretty sad. That's pretty
I got
sad.
something at home, so I just keep getting the brain.
Yeah, I feel that.
Oh,
How you been, man?
I'm good. You feeling better? You good? What's up?
Hey, bro, look, food poisoning had your boy down for the count, my boy. Oh my God, I went I think it was Wednesday, yo, and I got this Mexican spot that I hit over by my crib. I'm probably faithfully there like 3-4 times a week, no cap. Like, let me get these shrimp tacos. Let me get to my day. And man, whatever I had on Wednesday, I don't know if they undercooked the shrimp or what, bro. But about 1 a.m. Thursday, my body said that's a negative. It was not a good look, bro. I don't think I got out the bed officially until like Friday afternoon. G. I was shot.
Yeah.
Food poisoning, yo, and I like. You know how they always say like women are stronger than men because they can handle like so much more pain. Like I felt that day. Like I was like, yo, I can't handle like nauseousness, none of that. G. I was like, damn, I this might be my final day.
I was
Might
gonna
be
say,
it.
you gonna go back?
No, I can't. I can't. At least it's gonna be a while for sure. Cause nigga, I damn near went vegan that day. Cat.
Did you see Paula Patton cooking that chicken though?
Yo, I heard about that shit.
You
That's
gotta watch that video.
what? It's a video?
Yeah, it's a video of her cooking chicken.
Oh no, that's sick. I feel like she fucked that up.
I was like, damn, that's white people chicken for real, man.
Hey, who have you seen that new restaurant over by Opry or Newer? It's like a family eating place.
No.
No?
No.
Okay. I only thought about that because you said Paula Patton. I feel like somebody named Paula did that restaurant,
Oh,
and I hoped it wasn't her, so I can make sure.
I doubt it. I doubt it. Oh, one more thing. Did you see did you see that family had the dead body up in the club? They was
Yo,
partying?
yeah,
see
bro.
that?
They was I forget the name of the club, but it was actually a popular club. And I guess, bro passed. I think he was an artist, I want to say. I could be wrong on that. But I think he was an artist or something. And they put his body up in like the club, and it was crazy because when it was popping, like there were people, saying like, yo, why would y'all do that? And the club was basically like, yo, we didn't know that was gonna happen. They just came in with a body and they put it up. And I'm like, man, y'all dinner had to know something. Y'all had to know like they was gonna put it up. But I'm like, I mean, if I'm the venue, I mean, shit, if y'all gonna pay me, I'm not really finna
Right.
tell y'all what y'all can't do.
I don't know. They said that he requested that.
Yeah,
So-
and especially. I mean, it's an odd dying wish, but it definitely is not unseen. Like,
Right.
I mean, we've definitely seen it before. It looked nuts every time. It looks crazy, but I mean, if that's your wish and that's how you want to go out, hey, get
They
your
said-
wings.
I heard they said people want to get buried in their car.
What?
Yeah, they want to get buried in their car.
Buried in the car.
Yeah.
So you gonna put the whole car in the ground, or you gonna get in the car and throw dirt in the car?
One or the other, both. I
That's
guess.
nuts, bro. That's nuts.
Yeah, man. People be wilding, man. And then, did you see? You see they banned Will Smith 10 years?
That's slight work.
Man, the Oscars ain't gonna be around in 10 years, no way. So it don't
Nah,
really matter.
he don't care, bro. I mean, I wouldn't. I just think it's a bunch going on for my man's right now, bro. Like he just need a break. Like I feel like he going through plenty shit at the crib, and this is really just making it worse.
Jada don't want him no way. Oh,
She don't, but I mean, until he decide he don't want to be there, or she decides she want to actually leave, which she not gonna do. So, I mean, what can you do?
right. All right. Well, we gotta start the show, man.
Always.
All right, man.
Always
So,
ready.
as always, we keep the most amazing, talented, dopest, spectacular guests on the show. And today is like no other. Man, her new single, Grand Rising is available on all platforms, DSPs, man. If you ain't got this in your workout playlist, you bugging, man.
Need it.
Man, if you ain't, man, even if you going out for a power walk, man, you need to have this on your playlist, man.
No cap.
Right. We got Found Honey on the show today. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are y'all?
We gotta get like sound effects so we can.
The fake crowd is going crazy.
Hey, no cat. They
You
lit.
had it on your own though.
Yeah,
I heard it.
Oh my god, they lit back there. Yeah, they going crazy. Honey, how you doing today?
I'm doing good. It's
Good.
really beautiful outside today.
Yo.
Finally.
Yeah, I woke
today.
up and with a second wind. Like I looked outside, like sheesh, that sun is shining. Yeah.
I was so happy because I can't do the cold weather. So
yeah.
it's been a long time since we've seen a sunny day, and I needed one of those.
Facts. Hey, I believe in seasonal, like the way you feel depend on how it feel outside.
yeah.
Like especially for black people.
Seasonal depression is real.
I think that shit is super real. So when I wake up and the sun is shining on me, bro, it's gonna be very few ways that I'm gonna feel bad today. Yeah.
Telling you, man, Nashville weather be on its period though.
That's
bipolar.
a fact. It'll probably snow this week. I mean,
You know, me and
Nah, I
my
ain't
friends
gonna
joke
speak
about that all the time, and like I always say, like Nashville is cloudy with a chance of anything.
that's a fact.
It's just like anything could happen any day. You really can't predict it. You just live here.
You from here?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
native.
Bad. How you love your city?
I love Nashville. I'm from my mom's side is from out north, and then my dad's side is from out south. So you know, the whole city is in me. I love it here.
Yeah.
It was always something to visit because originally I had lived on a farm for a little bit in my younger life. All my family's from here though. But then I ended up moving back here around 2006 in middle school, and I went to IT Crestwell, like the performing arts middle school and stuff, and met a lot of people and did a lot of. I always got involved in the city. I love it here.
Yeah, I feel it.
What high school you go to?
I went to Hillsborough.
I went to Hillsborough too.
Oh yeah, where
Yeah.
did you graduate?
2010.
Oh wow, you graduated my 10th grade year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm about to say, let me find out y'all was sitting in class next to each other and didn't even know.
He's a senior. Yeah,
You asked her to like
remember
borrow a
that.
pencil? You had no
I
idea.
had no idea.
that's wild.
Smooth.
'Cause I don't know what they doing in Hillsborough. It's like construction.
Oh, my little brother just graduated from Hillsborough, and then my other one was there for a little bit, but then he ended up leaving. But they have turned it into, it's like a college prep looking
What
school.
it look like.
It's
Something.
crazy. But I mean, I'm a little jealous, I ain't gonna lie. I'm like, that's not fair. Like, that looks like a college.
Yeah,
They even like back home for me in Milwaukee, like our old high school was, I wouldn't even say it was trash when we went, but they turned the fuck up on that joint. Like they added a whole like you know how like you have your separate gym, like its own building is a gym.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
They
like
did,
they added
yeah.
all that stuff. I'm like, bro, when did this happen? Like why didn't y'all see this for us? You know, it's crazy. But schools always level up when you leave, bro.
'Cause they
Every
They
time.
do.
Yeah,
And
every
you try
time.
not to be a little jealous, but I mean, you feel it a little bit. You're like,
I
dang.
ain't that jealous.
I had
'cause
them rusty lockers and that nasty bathroom.
Facts.
that
Facts.
traffic trash over there, man. That traffic
Oh,
is
it
trash.
is.
I hate it over there.
I be
It
trying
is.
to understand the schools here because I mean, you know, I wasn't from here, so
Yeah,
I don't
you're
know
not
like
from here.
I don't know what y'all popular schools are like. So I
could tell
think
you.
like people went to Hillsborough. I hear about Hillsborough a lot, and I think like
That's the one.
Antioch High School or something. But I don't know.
Antioch is, you know, it's a little controversial. It's on the
That's
little
I'm
outskirts.
about to say that's your rivals.
Nah, like Antioch is just further out than like things that were really happening within more of the inner city.
I feel that.
So like, you know, it was like
Yeah.
every school kind of had like a nickname because we like though. You know, popular schools and whatnot, like we still were like the donkey was like our, this is our mascot. That's a little like weird. And then other schools just got bad names. Like you got NSA, they called it NS Gay. Then you got Hunter's Lane, they called it Haters Lane.
Oh my God.
Maplewood was Maple Hood.
Damn.
And then you just had Stratford.
Right.
You just had Stratford.
And they was just it.
Oh boy, that was a school for you. But then you got Pearl Cone and all of these like schools that kind of like more kids that were more involved like in the inner city, like
Yeah.
Cause
you
I
know
was-
where
I was
kind of going
supposed
to.
I was supposed to go to Overton, but
Yeah, Overton.
yeah. But I think Hillwood was the
Hillwood
rival?
too.
That was the rival though. School.
Yeah, my mama went to Hillwood back in the day. She was a majorette. Okay. Yeah, but all my dad and my aunts, my uncles, they all went to Hillsboro. So we was out from our south.
Well, I do want to touch on your earlier years, but I do want to kind of give you a chance just to, tell people who you are, kind of introduce yourself. So, let the people know who you are and what you do, and we can kind of go from there.
Okay, well, like they said, everybody, I'm Found Honey. I go by Found Honey. For short, people call me Honey. But I'm a music artist. I'm a performing artist, I'd rather say, because I got my roots in acting first. But I was always around, like, musical theater, music my whole life. My dad did music, and he has a really long resume in the performing arts as well. And then my older sister, she's a musician. So it's always really been around. My mom kind of forced us to take piano lessons.
Yeah.
It wasn't really an option as far as my extra curricular activities went growing up. So, I just I'm an artist. This is what I do primarily. And I also do hair. I'm a hairstylist. That's always been a passion of mine. Helps get the creativity out and pays the bills too, Because I always got a creative itch.
Yeah.
So where'd you get your name from?
Oh, Found Honey is like pretty much like a woman who is in touch with who she is inside. Honey has always been like a really fire name, like back in the 90s. There's like, ooh, all the honeys. Yeah. I kind of wanted to bring that back. I like that. I want to be called a honey. Like, I'm from Tennessee. We got Tennessee honeys around here. I like that. So, and then I'm found. Like, a lot of people, we think about the lost boys being lost in the world, but I've always thought of myself, as long as I'm in touch with myself, I'm where I need to be. I'm at home. So I'm a found person. Like, I'm not lost. I'm not wandering.
I feel that.
Do you like bees though?
And do. Okay. I actually plan on going to a bee farm in the next couple months.
Word.
So just stay tuned for the YouTube.
A bee farm,
for sure.
I feel like I'll have a fucking panic attack, bro. I didn't pass out. No
I'm
cap.
scared too. I don't know what this is gonna be like, but like as far as Found Honey, I would like to have some of my own products and like merchandise. So I would like a person like me, like the type of artist that I am, I like to start from scratch. Like I like to build. So I'm gonna go, like, if I'm gonna learn about honey, I'm gonna go see some bees. Let's go check this out. So I gotta start at the root of it.
I feel that.
That's how I feel.
They be stealing them bees and
they stealing bees.
Yeah.
They going instinct. You can't be stealing bees.
Yeah, they be on the farms and people be stealing them.
Oh
hey,
my God.
Nigga stealing bees is nuts.
I don't. Where do you keep stolen bees?
But think about the process to steal
What
bees.
Is that
bro.
like?
Because you got to get something to put the bees in. You got to protect yourself from the bees that you stealing. Like,
you got to be another beekeeper,
bro. You got to be.
Only
different.
Beekeepers do they have like rivalries? Like, is that what it is? It's stealing each other's bees.
Yo, that
overproducing honey.
But I mean, the honey game might be crazy out there, yo. We just don't know.
It is.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I didn't know. It's gonna be on Netflix next.
No cap. So, honey, what got you into music?
Okay, so really, I was a poet first. And so I didn't know what I wanted to do with that. Like, for so many years, I went to TSU for a while. 2 years actually, got my associates pretty much, and I was like, no, this is just not it. Like, I like to do too much. I make my own money. I don't really need to be here. Right. So I was like, dang, what do I want to do? And at the time, my best friend Kaya was doing music, so I would always be around her. Like, she used to go to like Gold House. Used to be a place out east where they had a studio, and she was like, one day I had this poem, and she was like, Jamoka, you need to be a rapper. And I would just be like, girl, get out of my face. I'm not finna like turn my poetry into this. At the time, I was just so angry at rap in some aspects, because like we didn't really, it was starting to be like Lil B was the main one and Chief Keef, and I was just like,
yeah,
this is cool, but you know.
So when was this? No, I got my bad. When was this?
This was like right 2013, 2012 through 2015. That era was going stupid.
Came on that did. I was a little.
That's when Dram was coming out. Like it was just random songs. Kyle, like okay, I feel y'all, but like the people that was running it was like Kanye, Jay-Z, like Nicki was on top. Like it was going crazy.
She was at her peak around that time.
The bar was high for me in the lyrical, you know, arena. So I was just like, like I don't want to rap right now. Like, but I remember trying one time and I liked it, but it was something that was just kind of private. So then I flash forward. I started doing like open mics and stuff like that. My friend JJ Johnson had a fashion show at Rocketown, and I performed live. And at one point, I got so sick of sitting like at the performance, like standing straight on the stage, that I just told everybody like, "Get your chairs. I don't need the mic. Like, just scoot around. Like, I just want to spit this poem." Like, so it was like moments like that really I feel like inspired the thought.
Yeah.
And then I got in a relationship with a musician at the time, and I was really like able to like get an experience on like seeing music be made on top of like always seeing my big sister make music. That was when she did American Idol. She did a lot of things in music. So it was just surrounding me in all of the aspects of my life. So I'd always said I wanted to see if I could turn my poetry into like song in some way. So right now it's rap, but I'm not like closed off to like any genre, and a lot of my music is starting to be like blended. So I rap a little bit, I might got some harmony here, I might sing a little bit, I don't know. That's just.
But I feel like, and I think I said that here before, I feel like to be a good artist, a lot of great artists, you can't really put them in a certain box and say like this is what they do, because they do a bunch of different stuff, and that's what makes them good. You know what I mean? Like, of course, everybody can take the Drake, for example. He can rap, but he can also, you know,
sing,
do vocalize or whatever. And it just works.
I love the versatility in music. You know, it's really an avenue. I realized, like, dang, I got to do music because I got so many, like, things on my mind. Like, this is a good intersection for all the stuff that I do. Like, me doing my own hair, like, styling myself. I do all of the creative direction, stuff like that. So I was like, this is a great intersection for a person like me. Why have I not seen this before? You know, like acting is forever still going to be my love. That's what I always do. Like, I'll never stop being like that. But I was like, Lauryn Hill was an actor.
That's a
Tupac
fact.
was an actor.
That's a fact.
You know, it kind of dawned on me like, go for it. Let's see.
You could be on the next Sister Act.
You know?
Yeah.
Let's go.
How many Sister Acts did they make? Like
existence.
3? I think they made 3 or 4.
Manifest that for me, y'all. Please. I need that.
No, facts. Things can happen. I mean,
I would love it.
When they brought back the Fresh Prince rerun, I
My
mean,
mother
at that point, I feel like
that.
you can. Hey, that shit is fire.
Is it?
That shit is.
I have not gotten a chance to see it yet.
Yeah, because they put it on Peacock, so I mean.
Okay.
That's on Peacock?
Or is it? Yeah, it's. I think it's Peacock.
Yeah, sure. Cause I need to watch that thing.
Yeah,
I got Peacock.
It's either Peacock or it could be Stars. I could be capping. I'm pretty sure it's Peacock though, because I had to pay somebody to watch it.
I didn't know. I don't know what Peacock is actually. I'm not really up on all the streaming.
It's just
a lot of
little.
Okay.
They make so many different streaming platforms these days.
Dude, I'm telling you, every time I look up, it's one of my friends. They got different stuff because all my friends now. Like, I'm getting around a lot of anime people, and they've been teaching me about anime, and I got sucked into one of them.
Which one you like?
Demon Slayer. Oh my God!
Slayer so fire,
why does it? Oh, I love the interpersonal
so
like dialogue. Like,
I just like
Demon
Slayer because it was. And see, now I'm finna go off an anime rant, but no,
sorry.
I love it because how they like they took the fighting and like the graphics, and that shit is crazy.
It's
bro.
so beautiful to watch.
Yeah.
But it's so inspiring. It comes from a perspective. The way the character speaks about themselves is like a self-narrative that almost like I hear that kind of mantra in the gym. Like I hear that kind of mantra in everything I do. So I'm like,
and it's like why they fight, but that's in like animes in general. Why they fight, like they
the samurai,
telling you what they thinking, like
yes,
and it's like why are you thinking about all this? Like you about to hit this nigga with a knife, and you like, but look at his left foot.
You literally think like that. Is that not you? That's how a person thinks.
It's like you think about that and you probably don't even realize it. But yeah. I could talk about that shit forever. I just went to go see. I saw the movie for it a little while ago.
The Jujutsu Kaisen movie. Yeah. Did you see that? I heard it was, man. They sending me stats. It's like the 4th largest movie in America. Whatever. Yeah. I'm like, that's wild.
But I have to catch up on regular on just Jujutsu Kaisen the show, because you don't have to. From what I've seen, you don't have to see the show.
Yeah.
To see the movie, because the movie takes place before the show starts.
Oh.
It's like a prelude.
So that's what I don't see. The anime people are telling me that I have to.
That's cap.
That's cap. I figured.
I done read.
So extra. Why you gotta be so controlling about anime?
I done peeped a bunch of different
it.
places. You don't have to, because it's technically set up to basically start the story.
Okay.
So you don't have to have seen it.
Yeah.
Seen the show to go see the movie, because I've only seen probably like maybe 10 to 12 episodes of the show, but I'm gonna still catch the movie.
I'm gonna go see the movie then. Yeah. I don't even care. I just saw the Sonic movie. The Sonic the Hedgehog. I haven't seen the first one, but
I heard the
fire.
Second one was fire.
This was great. I can't wait to the next one.
I want to go see it, and I haven't seen the first one either. Maybe I have to watch. I
didn't like Spider-Man, but I like this one.
You didn't like the newest one?
Yeah.
Really?
I don't like the jump cuts and the clickbait. I feel like this was one of those like fan theories that got played out. Like me and my best friend Justin talk about that a little bit. We're like, this was like a cool idea, but like as a movie, this doesn't make me want to see another Spider-Man movie.
I feel that. I feel that.
I don't have to rewatch this. It's just like a whole bunch of cameos.
It was just something really dope. It wasn't like the level of like Endgame. Like
you know what I'm saying? It didn't engage me as an audience member.
I have to go back to that. But Spider-Man, you could see that and kind of be good.
How many Spider-Man is it anyways?
Bro, like 30,000.
Jeez, let me tell you. Don't you see the Twitter meme? It's like 5 Spider-Man pointing at each other.
It's mad. It's probably just as many Spider-Man movies as it is Batman movies.
Whoa.
And it's mad Batman movies.
How'd y'all like the Batman movie?
I still not.
You don't see nothing. If just don't
What's
see
going
nothing,
on?
He don't see nothing.
You can't sit with us. You can't sit with us now.
He stayed in the studio locked up.
Keep over there.
I saw it. And that man was emo as hell.
Yo, you are literally okay. We on the same page.
Just, sad. Save the world, sad.
Bro.
Like, bro had the black makeup around his eyes. I'm like, dog, you're sad as hell, bro.
Like, this is the saddest Bruce Wayne I've ever. I didn't really like the Bruce Wayne from him.
Because Bruce Wayne is like, he's dark, but he ain't sad.
He's not,
and he gonna stunt. Like, he gonna show you this money, like, cause that's what he does.
It gave him no debonair.
Yeah, and Batman is honestly probably my favorite. My favorite superhero could be.
Me too.
Top 3 at least.
I like Joker too. He's a superhero.
Joker's a villain?
No,
it's a hero. Okay.
Joker is not a villain.
Okay. All right. Well,
we just live in a world of opposites.
I feel that. You know what? And if we looking at that perspective, then yes, he's top.
Now,
for sure.
top 2 and not 2. He might be over Batman for me. I don't know. I won't say.
Well, let's get back. Let's get back. I love like derailing, so I'm gonna just talk about random shit. But kind of talk about just. So we talked about how you come to like music and all of that. So are you still are you in the early stages, or how long have you been kind of at the point where you're saying like, I want to do music, this is what I'm gonna pursue?
I decided I wanted to do music around 2019. And I really had it, honestly, maybe 2018. Because what I started with was like taking vocal lessons again with some of my friends. Because what I realized was I needed to build the confidence in my own voice first, foundationally. And like I said, I like to start at the root of things. So I was like, okay, if you want to perform with your voice, you're going to have to like warm up your instrument in some aspect, understand your instrument again. And I grew up in chorus. I grew up in a lot of like music, like I said, and every summer I went to performing arts camp. Then I went to school for it. Yeah. So it wasn't until 2014, 2015, I think it was 2015, I got my tonsils removed. And I always hated my voice. I was the most performing arts child. Like, I mean, like the loudest, the most poet. I'm going to get up there and talk all day. Yeah. All day long. Ain't gonna never shut up. But I didn't like my own voice, and that's that I think that like, you know, mess with my confidence a little bit as a performer within myself. Yeah. Nothing you could see, but I felt. Yeah. So I was like, okay, what do? I worked on my vocals with my friends. I had my best friend at the time. He would come over, and he was in music too. He was in opera. He was singing with the Nashville Opera at the time. And he would just come over for vocal lessons. And I would crack, and I would crack, and I would crack, and I would cry and be irked and yell and cry and crack and whatever. And then I just kind of got used to it, and I would play with songwriting. My other best friend, Justin, he would come over. We would have songwriting nights, like write poetry nights, like times where we would just talk, like whatever. And then I got to a point I wrote my first rap. Yeah. And it was just this long, like, freestyle to a beat I found on YouTube. Yeah. And I was like, you know, my metaphors is, you know, they fire. And
they're not too bad.
Here, like, I know what I want to do. I just got to find people that, like, fit, allow me to really, like,
just let you be you.
So I knew I had to, like, find people that were on the same frequency as me. Yeah. And then that was a challenge, because then we hit COVID hit. I had moved into the first apartment by myself, like, got out of a bad relationship, and I was like, oh my God, I was distraught. I was like, okay, I got time to heal though. Yeah. And through music, like, I was able to have that experience. So I started going to the studio with my friend Dro from high school. He always played keys. So he was playing keys in church and all that. He's like, Mo, let's just go to the studio. Like, I was like, all right. I ain't scared. Like, it ain't nothing to me. I just need to, all you had to say was you had an opportunity.
Yeah, hey, that's a fact. That's how it's got to be.
Somebody start somewhere, you know? So we started just figuring it out. Like, I got to use what I had learned through vocal lessons, and kind of like I had gone to the first studio I had gone to was at my best friend Ayana's house. She had an in-home studio. We made this song, and she was like, we were talking about like vocal inflections and stuff. We worked really, like, I'm the creative that's gonna be there till it's done. Yeah. So once I get started, it ain't stopping till we done.
Yeah, I feel that.
It don't matter what time it is. So moving forward, we just played around. We did a lot of music stuff. Got to the studio with my friend Dro. Got to, like, learn how I wanted to use my voice. I kind of got into, like, my own thing, and he was sending me beats. I'm learning about beat packs and all of that. So I would say it's been about a three or 4 year journey in total. And then I'm finally getting to the point where, like, I'm able to take my poetry and that poeticness and some of my vibes and, like, kind of spread it out in a way that's digestible for my audience, but still gets my, like, the meat across, you know, because I like lyrics. I like to tell a story.
No, that's important.
So, I got a lot of stuff coming. I really do. Like, I'm a content creator. I love that. So just kind of, we got to roll out for the year. Just, you know.
You make your own beats?
Oh, no, I ain't at that point yet. Let me tell you something about that computer. Hey, I ain't even going to fake like I'm just a technological genius. I am not. No.
It takes a lot of patience to do
it. Does. It takes a lot of staring. Yeah. My eyes don't like it. Yeah, but, you know, I'm a real big person on having people around that are strong in what they do and finding, like, the strengths. And because my strength is what it is, I know my strength. I got somebody that knows their strength. Yeah. And be making. So that's kind of where I do that at.
Does your dad still have the performing arts?
Yeah, he has Performing Arts Academy in the summertime. He does a summer camp for kids. Okay. He also has a spiritual wellness center. about 4 acres over on Trinity Lane. So my dad does a lot. He's very involved in the community. TSU graduate, so yeah, my family just be doing stuff out here.
Well, I guess we talk to us about the Grand Rising song.
Okay.
Before we get into it.
All right, so Grand Rising is pretty much a play on words. I'm in the spiritual community, so to speak. So in a lot of ways, like I make sure that I'm really into like mental health, wellness, things like that, things of the mind, body, and spirit. And I really like noticed a lot of people using Grand Rising as their new good morning. And in a lot of ways, that was like some people that would be saying it would also be like hypocrites. Like the main people talking about they got crystals would be like the worst people you knew. Like, God, they got 8 crystals around their neck and they always
mad
broke.
demons around them crystals.
How, bro?
Yeah.
You got mad demons around them crystals.
Yeah,
exactly.
mad.
Like,
Fact.
what's going on? You just the worst one of them. Like, so I was thinking about it as like money though. At the same time, I was like, well, Grand Rising is a nice term when put in the right context, when followed up by proper action. But it also sounds like money is coming up. So I'm like, a Grand Rising sounds like a moment before something great. And when I wrote that song, it was my first time booking like a 12-hour session at a studio, and I was like intimidated. I was like, oh, they want me to come in here, they taking pictures of me. Why they taking pictures in the studio? I didn't know that.
Right.
I was supposed to be in here minding my own business. So I'm a little like intimidated by that. I'm like, okay, but at the same time, I fear nothing. So I'm going for it. I'm in here. I was in the studio with Chuck Indigo and Dro Denby, and they're making beats. I mean, we're going in and out. My friends come through a little bit, get on a little drink. And I just heard this one beat. I said, I like that beat. I said, I like that one. And I went in, and I remember I wrote like the hook, and I told Dro, I said, you like this hook? I like this hook. He said, I like that hook. I said, I know, I like this hook. And so I'm going to keep it. And so I went, they had a little side room you can go in and write. Cause when I get into my flow, like, it's like,
right.
And I'm stuck there. Like, and I don't want nobody to breathe, move,
Don't
talk, don't do mum's the word around me. Let me go. And so I'm locked in, and I'm like, I'm writing the whole thing. Like I'm going 2 verses in. I'm like, I like this song. Like, so I come out. They had went outside, hit the J, old school with it. I had to say that.
I
don't know how y'all talk on y'all station, so you feel me? I had to say that for my mama and them. But I go in, and I'm like, all right, y'all, I'm done. They said, okay, you got the first verse. I said, no, I got the whole song. They said, what? I said, yeah, come on, let's go lay it. So I go in, I come in. And I was like, don't need a Superman, catch me if you can. I don't need a hand. Dro said, wait a minute. I was like, what? Is it too loud? What? He was like, no, keep going. So we get through the whole song. He was like, Jamoke, you wrote this whole song? I said, yes. I want it to sound like this right here, though. Can y'all change this? And then we kind of tweaked it and stuff, and it just got fire. Like, I loved it. Moving forward, I love the beat, I love the cadence, but I was like, I want this song to have more of an eeriness to it. Like, I like it, but I like for music to somewhat have like movement. Like, it has to have flow for me. I'm a water sign. So I was like, it needs a little bit more to the beat. So I took it to a second producer at Shangri-La Studios. It was A.B. Eastwood and Coleman, mixed by Cole. So I got in a session with them, and we kind of like tweaked the beat a little bit, like amped it up, like, and I was like, this is like what I like. I like this weird tranquility to it, because this reminds me of like how I do yoga in the morning. Like, I don't really like yoga. I just like what it do for me, so I have to incorporate it every now and again. You know what I'm saying? You do what you need to do, not what you want to do all the time. And so, like, we got that production done, and I was like, I want to drop this as my first song. I had a whole bunch of other songs. I was like, they was like, you could drop the other songs. I was like, this the one. I like this one because this one is the one I work out to. This is the one that gets me going in the morning. This one is the one I eat my biscuits with. Like, it's my morning routine song. I like this because I'm an entrepreneur. That's what I do. It was moving me.
Fact.
So, Grand Rising is just about movement, you know, like talk to the ladies a little bit about some of the things that hold us back from that movement. And I'm always like going to be a voice for that. You know what I'm saying? Like women empowerment, fighting narratives, stuff like that we have to do because we need a voice. Yeah. If I got to be that, I'll do that.
I feel it. Do you really be up at 5 a.m. every morning?
Yeah. I had to get through seasonal depression. Stop playing. I got sick of seasonal depression. That thing come through and get me every time. Yeah. Oh, it catch me in a chokehold. Yeah. I be like, dang, this finna RKO me quick. Like, soon as November hits. Mm-hmm. And my birthday's in November. So right after my birthday, there's this like shift in momentum because then you get to January and it's just cold. And you just mad. Yeah. So I was like, in order to fight this, I gotta like get ahead on my gym, you know, New Year's resolutions and stuff. So I was like, I gotta get up every day. I don't care. I got a trainer. I just start getting up, just forcing it. Get my clients done early. Like, I don't care.
What you gotta do.
Yep.
Time go by fast, so yeah, I'll get up early. But yeah, we're gonna get into Grand Rising. We'll be right back on You Can't Sit With Us Radio.
Found Honey checking in. Look, don't need a Superman, catch me if you can. I don't need a hand, I don't need no handy-manny. Already got a plan, blueprint in my hand. I'ma stick to this, everything I came with, all I ever needed. Niggas play with words, I use them for my convictions. Manifesting, it ain't never nothing with these niggas, God bless them. I ain't gotta get my groove back. I tell these fuck niggas to move back. And waste my time, no I can't do that. Celebrate these wins, that's what I do. That's how it feel to be a hustler, boo. Yeah, wake up, get that cake up, then I'm out by 2. I spend a check, then make it back before the night turn blue. Yeah, if the money up, I'm up. Nigga, what you talking about? What you talking about? Yeah. If the money up, I'm up. Nigga, what you talking about? What you talking about? Yeah. If the money up, I'm up. If the money up, I'm up. Now if the money up, I'm up. If the money up, I'm up. You got 2 legs, 2 feet, 24 hours, just like I do. This is not a poem, not a haiku. This is to incite you, excite you, invite you. The talking shit be wasting time, fool. I'ma break my wrist for this. I'ma make a dollar flip. I can't do no counterfeit. All real numbers rolling in. I count it up, thank God for this. Haters bump their gums and said they mice and men without no bread. I put the motion in my legs, so we gon' buy the bar up. I'ma let my hair hang. Turn up with my girl gang, cause we don't really care for fame. I pull up in my same shit. They know what my name is. They see who I came with. Born rich, I'm never changing. If the money up, I'm up. Nigga, what you talking about? What you talking about? Yeah, they tell. If the money up, I'm up. Nigga, what you talking about? What you talking about? Yeah. Okay. If the money up, I'm up. Yeah. If the money up, I'm up. Okay. If the money up, I'm up. Yeah. If the money up, I'm up. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Okay. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. Ooh. We finna get some fucking money. No, that's right. I don't know what y'all talking about. I'm up at 5 a.m. every day. Every single day. When it's calling my phone, I'm picking up. What you doing? Y'all ain't trying to get no money. Y'all still sleeping.
Yo, welcome back to You Can't Sit With Us Radio, Q.
All right. Oh yeah, I know where I want to go. So we talked a little bit earlier about just your time like in school. Like so were you doing poetry at that time? Like when you were in high school, or did you discover it afterwards?
No, I had done poetry all my life. So I did some oratorical like competitions when I was in middle school. Mm-hmm. I used to compete in forensics. Oh, cool. So I had did like, my dad had coached me in forensics. Of course, he's an actor, so he had coached me in forensics throughout middle school, and then when I got to high school, I didn't do forensics in high school, but I did this. I had this after school poetry club that I was a part of, and I was also the main makeup person and hair person and costume and stuff for the theater program. So I was also an actor. So
yeah,
it was all of it. We had to do musical theater. We had to do stage. We had to do all kind of performing, speaking engagements, stuff like that. So I did it through high school too. And then open mics around, like, just sometimes with my friends. Like, it was like open mic opportunities when I went to TSU and stuff too. So I used to just do them all. Them all.
You were saying you didn't like the artist that was it's funny that Kiera's here. So she was saying she didn't like the Lil B era back in like 2013. And I was like, that was what a lot of me and my niggas listened to.
Like, I know.
I was like, man, my niggas used to cook to some Lil B every now and then for sure. But it wasn't like because we considered them like cold rappers. Yeah. It was just because that shit sound kind of lit sometimes.
Good.
Like
crazy.
some of the beats was crazy.
And that's how you know you in a room full of men. And it's just, you know what I'm saying? Like, at some point, I feel you. We was in the parody rap too, but not as a primary focus. Like, what was going on? It was mushing the minds of the men at the time.
I don't know, bro, but the beats would slap, or like it was kind of relieving to me sometimes to hear rap that I could laugh at. Like,
ad-libs.
That shit was going up.
I was like, yo, I feel y'all, but y'all gonna make me lose my mind. Thank God for Drake and Kanye and whoever was holding it down. B.O.B. Like, I was good.
Hey, so Creep. I bring up that time to ask, who were some of your, like, if we maybe don't even have to go back that far, but who were some of your favorite artists, like, or maybe around that time, or around maybe that time? Or not? Yeah, I
would say I was listening to a lot of Big Crit.
Okay.
I was really on. I got his lyrics tatted in like 2015, 2016. I was like, this man is spitting, dang. Like, and he made women feel good. Like, I don't feel like, you know, like, sometimes, man, they gonna talk about you how they talk about you. Like, they gonna give you a nickname, a pet name. But I just, you know, you keep the B word. You feel me? Like, honey, like, you see what I'm saying? Like, that sound a little bit, all the honeys gonna be there. That's cool, but they come in too harsh, and I ain't like that. Because that, you know, guys, it reflected in your community. Yeah. And guys just, because they feel like rappers, now they talk like whoever they influenced by. Yeah. And so, you know, that was making it hard for the real everyday women. I was annoyed. So I was listening to Crit Tough and Lupe Fiasco, and I was on I liked B.O.B. at the time. He had come out with some dope stuff. Drake. I was on Drake and Kanye. Like, on them tough. Like, I love them.
Word. I mean, but Drake talk like that a little bit sometimes.
It's the way you do it, not how, you know what I'm saying?
So, you mean like a Drake sing it?
Like, Drake don't sing like how Moneybag talk.
Okay. Yeah.
You know, like, Drake don't sing like Boosie lyrics, you know what I'm saying?
I feel that. Okay.
That's not what he's saying.
Yeah, no.
He's still R&B with it.
Yeah, that was always funny to me because Drake really could talk however he wanted to, really on any song, but he just sounded so good doing it, he could just do whatever.
It didn't offend you.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, you a little toxic, but I might want some toxic right now. I got a choice still, because you ain't.
That shit just sounded
throwing
nice.
It in my face.
Like
you know what?
I'm gonna fuck with it. Yeah.
Okay.
See, he get defensive though, because Drake don't write his own shit.
Whoa.
He get defensive as
hell. But no,
what
I
does that mean?
I mean, I admit that Drake probably don't write some of his stuff.
What is that? Because a lot of artists, like, I'm not gonna lie to you, like, if I make it to an opportunity where I could, like, be in a room full of writers that understand my mind and help me get my thoughts out quicker, excuse you?
Yeah.
You better use that opportunity, because you got a lot of time to be the artist. You gotta do the performing and all the stuff too. So you might need, like, somebody to help you out that understands your mind, your cadence, the way you write, the way you think. that's the goal of the artist, is to develop that.
And I think it's a gift for you because you get to see it from the artist side. Like,
okay.
If you think of it like from the listener side, they don't care nothing about, like, not, in the nicest of terms possible, but they really don't give a shit about, like, if you feel like it's an opportunity. Like, they just feel like it's weird that they just, like, they don't like the fact that some niggas don't write everything that they have. Like, and I never got that from fans. Like, they always be like, that nigga don't write his own shit, blah, 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 blah. But I'm like, yeah, if you got help on a couple songs because you were surrounded by niggas that were actually decent with the pen because your song popped.
I think it's real important for people to, like, be studious in all aspects of their life. You say you're a music lover, then learn it. Yeah. Like, you can't just make that assumption if you're just cool if you want to keep it at level 1 consumption, but at some point, there's people that become connoisseurs of it, and they understand that too. You get those fans that are like, well, I mean, they're willing to learn more about how it works versus like stopping at their first assumption and defending it so hard. Like, okay.
You just got to put them in a different category, though.
True.
You know what I'm saying? So
true.
I get that. Do you feel like somebody that had people write for them, do you feel like they don't work hard enough?
No, I don't feel like that at all. Because, like, how do you... You don't just walk in a place one day and just say, hey, you're a writer, write the songs now. That's not how that works at all. There's creative collaboration, for one, is hard. It's hard to, like, take somebody else's entire flow and way that they create, process, and all of that and mesh that with another person's. Yeah. Like, it's a lot going on.
That ties me to my other question that I have for you, because earlier you were talking about, like, being around people that their creative style matches yours.
Yeah.
But I'm sure you've gone through processes of people that don't match you.
Yeah.
How does that, do those times, like when y'all are in the studio and y'all are doing something, do they feel different? Like, how does that feel for you?
I feel like everything that, when they say art reflects life, reflects art, that's still, it goes in a circle. So I feel like as it was happening in my life, it was also happening in my creative process. So I was learning it on 2 aspects. They gave me, like, really good perspective as to what was going on. And so, now that I'm in places, I can tell the difference. It just gives you contrast, and then you choose which side of it you want to go on. And for me, I'm like, okay, this makes me feel really good. This has productivity. This is growing things. This right here, every time I'm around this is stagnating things. I can tell the difference in those things in all throughout my life. So I'm like going for the growth.
Yeah, I feel that.
So what's your studio process like, though? Like, do you have a lot of people in the studio most times, or?
I'm still, like, developing some of my studio process, but I do realize that I like to have my friends, because my friends inspire me the most. I keep people around me that want the same things that I want, have the same type of values. It's important to have people around you that carry the same principles so that you can trust them. That's the only way. And my homegirls, like, they inspire me to stay true to myself.
Yeah.
And I like them to be, if it's one of them, even if it's just me in there sometimes, like, that's cool. Like, but I don't really like a lot of, like, outside distractions, stuff like that. I really don't like a lot of too much talking. I like to, like, be talking about what we're doing.
Yeah.
If we're gonna be in here, cause we on a clock, it costs.
That's a fact.
If you gonna talk about what we doing right now. Put your 2 cents in. You ain't like that bar? You like that bar? You ain't like that? Okay. Yeah. Whatever. That's what you should be talking about. And then we'll go on a break and we can talk about, what your boyfriend texted last night.
I feel that.
So.
So pretty much, this is your first single.
Yeah.
Okay. So I asked that, what are your because you kind of like at that point. I'm not saying that you're just starting music, but you at the point where you can kind of do anything. You know what I mean? Like you
are catching the vibes.
You can really do whatever you want because you just starting. So it's like I'm just releasing myself to people.
Right.
So y'all don't know who I'm finna be.
Right.
But how does it feel to be in that position?
It feels like a blessing. It feels sent from heaven for a person like me. I'm like I said, I'm into the zodiac. Mm-hmm. You know, I'm a Scorpio. I got flow. I'm a water sign. So I'm very like emotional and I like to share like
Pisces
water
up.
sign. Okay.
You already know.
So what's your sign?
Taurus.
You're a Taurus. Okay. Stubborn. Little stubborn. Okay. What's your sign? Okay, my daddy a Leo. I feel it. That fire sign. I got an Aries rising. So, yeah.
See, I don't go too deep into it.
Right.
Yeah.
I can tell you I'm a Pisces on the cusp or something.
Oh, I'm on the cusp too.
Yeah.
I'm on the cusp with Sagittarius.
Yeah. So, but that's really like as much as I know.
Okay.
I always wanted to get into it just to see like what people be talking about. People get on my Twitter.
You like the 21st,
like, yo,
20th.
on my third moon today, son. It's going crazy. I'm
what?
What? I'm like, yo, what are they going through right now?
23 trips around the sun.
Yo, 23 trips around. We back here. Birthday, son. We here. I be like, dang, I want to learn that. Yeah.
Birth, BEARTH. Day.
No cap. I be trying to understand. So I'ma learn astrologies one day. I promise you.
Hey, just take it step by step. I ain't gonna lie to you, but honestly, I think it's just natural flow for me. Like I'm gonna go wherever the river take me. Mm-hmm. I'm cool with it. Yeah. I'm enjoying the creative process, and I know when something works and when something doesn't work, and I just want to follow on that path and let it develop. You know what I'm saying? So I do what I'm good at, and then I explore things that I'm interested in, and then I stay open to new opportunities for growth.
Thanks. So you said, say you do hair. You got your own business, or?
Yes, I do.
Okay. What is it? Shout it
I
out
have my own business for like, I've actually never worked a job since like my freshman year of college, and then I worked at Urban Outfitters, and I walked out because they was racist. I was like, dang, we in the urban store. This ain't nothing but like upcycled Goodwill. What is going on? And y'all is literally racially profiling and then you're trying to teach me to do it as an employee? No. I just left. My mom was like, Jamaica, you'll never get a job again. I said, good. I'm sick of these people. I was like, I hated going to work every day anyways. I make more money doing hair. So I was just, at the time I was at TSU and I was good at art. I was always good with my hands. Like I took art all my life. So whether that was like pottery, painting, it didn't really matter. So I was like applying that knowledge and understanding of like doing things with my hands to the hair need. At the time, girls didn't have like flat enough sew-ins, and I was like, well, if you just braid it this way, it would be flatter. Like, obviously, you can't check the dynamics on that. Like, what's going on in the industry? So, I got in where I fit in, and I kind of blew up. Like I've done a lot of hair in Nashville. Like, I always had my own business. Always stay like low key because I ain't really like a lot of people. I like to focus on my work. I could get done with hair like 2 hours, whole sew in, braid down. Care how thick your hair is. Like. I really got to a hands-on experience doing hair at TSU. Like it was a lot of black women in need of like somebody that could take care of black hair.
Especially in college. I used to see women stressed about their hair in college. Like be around campus.
And I didn't care about mine. I cut mine off, shave it, cut it, curl it, whatever, color it. It didn't matter for me. So I noticed women that really wanted to grow their hair long, nobody was nurturing it. So I was like, y'all braids is thick, your hair breaking off. Come on, I'll do it.
Let me hold you down.
And it's been that way ever since.
So what did you think about that girl that put that gorilla glue in her hair?
Oh God, the publicity be so crazy these days, right? Social media will get you anything at any time just for like, why did you? There is absolutely no way in the world you thought Gorilla Glue. There are other words on the label. Process elimination. Like, think about that. Think about it.
People are nuts, man.
There was other words on the label. But I mean, is it that? This is the question now, right? It's like, is it now the stereotype of like people don't really read anything, or is she like trying to go viral on purpose? Because at this point, it's either you really, really don't read what you doing.
But then I'll be wondering, like, do people have family, like friends, like you had to tell
Now I'm
somebody
gonna tell
else?
you, no, they don't. You knew how kids came to school
nuts.
sometimes.
Yeah,
Stop it. You knew some people didn't have no friends, no
That's
family. They came to school. Why? Okay, come on now. The bottom of the shoe, you could at least glued it. You just gonna sag your pants like that on the weird side. You not gonna tuck in that part of your shirt. You'll see that. Not being even a bully. Like some people really just didn't know. Like they didn't have the awareness. Like no self-awareness. So.
It was something else. Dang, I wanted to go somewhere else. We be going to some random places.
We got so much to say.
No cap. So are you in album mode right now? Are you thinking about it?
I'm thinking about, self-expression right now. Excuse me. I got a lot of things on my mind. I got a lot of things I want to share, a lot of topics I want to explore, music, and I'm taking advice from professionals, the people that I work with in production. Like, I'm just gonna go with singles for a while. We're gonna go on a single run, see what audience, we can bring in, see what people like. We testing the waters.
That's the beauty of being where you at.
Exactly.
It don't matter. You
So that's why I'm gonna take full court advantage. I'm going, I'm going all in. Let's see.
Yeah. Do you believe in the so when it comes to like projects, like, and that some people will drop like a 3 or 4 song project, and then some other people will drop like a song that has a lot more, maybe like 14 to 15 tracks.
Yeah.
So are you a believer in the short track format or the longer one, or do you have a preference?
I don't think there's a formula for anything, and that be the problem. Like, stop. Let people express. If you like it, sometimes you have to think about the art. Like, what is the intention of the artist? That's your goal as a viewer. Like, if it's a 4-song EP, why?
Yeah.
For what? Why did they do that? Is this just a thought? Is this meant to be 15? Why should it or shouldn't have? Just because you really liked it. Like, was that a good bite? Did the 15 one really hit you? Like, it just depends. Like, it depends on what the intention of the artist is for me.
So, Grand Rising video coming soon?
Coming soon.
All right.
Yeah.
Can't wait for that.
All right.
That's got to be lit.
Oh, yeah, it's already shot.
Yeah, the unofficial video dope too, by the way.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I just did that unplugged, and that was just so interesting. That was like so cool for me. I had never done anything like that, and I got that chance. One of my other friends, Maya Rihanna, y'all heard of her? She's another rapper in Nashville, but she's doing her thing right now. I think she's gearing up to drop an EP, and she we share a lot of contacts. We do a lot together. That's my girl. So she was like, you should try this girl out. You should check this thing out. I was like, that look fun. I got a little outfit for that. I'll do that.
Yeah.
So I slid in there. It was cool. It was fun.
All right. You want to play? So you got a song you want to play, or what? What we doing?
Dang, what should I play right now? I'm finna play some Lil B from 2013.
Oh, Caillou.
Man, hold on.
Can we go for Caillou?
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna tell you, I got a Lil B. Lil B does follow me on Twitter now.
Hey,
I ain't no lame.
Hey, some
like,
people
do that.
I do know some people that got the Lil B follow.
Lil B follows me
one.
on Twitter. V found honey.
Lil B used to be wild because all he be posting now is like white girls like having his name on them somewhere, and that's really all
that's all he's ever like. Yeah. That's so true to the 2012 era.
Yeah, facts.
Fingers to the head with the snapback. Are you serious?
He's ain't ready. I don't know, bro.
Man,
I don't know
unless you just play a theme song, man.
I mean, hold on, bro.
Whatever
I gotta make sure that that's no. We're not gonna do that. No, I'm just playing. We could, but we're gonna play Mo City.
All right.
I don't know which song yet, but it'll come on after this. Just know.
All right, man. We'll be right back on You Can't Sit With Us Radio.
Lost my brother, went to Honolulu, almost lost my noodle. Needed space and not approval, came back to being a loser. Not nominated again, best album of 2020. Need some bigger, better friends, but it's campus to the end. We don't vote and we don't bend, bitches Treyway in the lyrics. I'm just playing, nah, I'm serious, I'm just playing. My feet was just in the sand, 11-hour flight before I land. I'm just saying, how much time y'all got to get y'all fans in order? Let's get the camcorder, no pop wanted, now it's Kurt wanna start now. Ain't no bench woman, no more. I still sending no one, Florida moving with the Seminoles. Told me don't trip, you original, go get 'em more. Kick it came up off the level low and speaker box, I weaving bob. Scuba bit like Haagen-Dazs and tell her recognize it's the Gemini, north side. Alright, that was enough melodic shit, let's get back to rap. Let's go. I'm from the north side, West Avalanche, and that money hit, I do the chingy dance and that new whip like Marilyn Manson when the stars, but I got the panoramic, I ain't there yet, but it's on the way, my life lit like a matinee, niggas in the club every Saturday, I'm in the studio, pass the beat like Rubio, talking bad ones with a movie role, but I treat them like they got coolest dough, then my shoulder move like Uzi Ho when that cash came, living die in that fast lane, cause every day is like a Squid Game, blowing red lights, remember when that 5K looked like it was paradise, now it's 5,000 on paradise, shit is crazy, now a nigga got options, talking Beamer or Mercedes, this album no Beamer, next album Mercedes, ladies, I get payments for the cadence, and bust it down with my lady, told her cash out, cause the back end like cashed out, city bringing them racks out with the same ones he was broke with, we don't even know how to act now, we should, yeah, this that Uncle Willie's son too, this that Uncle Willie, two.
Goody, welcome back to You Can't Sit With Us Radio. Let go, Q.
All right. So before we get into our last segment, I just had one more question because I remember. So with you, like, are there things that make you nervous? Like, I wouldn't even say nervous, but things that you're still trying to figure out right now, as far as like just where you want to go, or just certain things you want to do.
Kind of. Like, there are some things that I'm still like working out the kinks on. Like consistent production. Like, it's always like really hard to find. I guess like when you're first starting out as an artist, like a lot of people tell me that's going to be a challenge. You have to find your niche in production, and so I get a lot of things done. I like a lot of my work, but I wanted to get to that point where it's like you just going in and you just free throwing. You're just hitting free throws. Like, come on, you shouldn't be missing layups and free throws. That's how they say stuff. And I don't even like basketball, but that's a like metaphor that's obvious. It makes sense. I could use that to draw the picture. So yeah, like it's certain things that are just the fundamentals, and something that I feel like I fundamentally need is consistent production right now. So that's what we're working on. Like and it's fun. Like, it's great because I get to explore so many sounds. I get to explore like different people's production process and style, and it teaches me about myself as an artist. So I'm enjoying the flow of it. Like, a lot of people like talk about, when you're starting out as an artist, is this big struggle. I'm on my grandma's couch and I gotta pay my bill, and I don't know, I might have a baby on the way. I don't know, like different stuff is going on. Like, it's hard. Yeah, but like honestly, you're gonna have a curveball at whatever position in life you're, as you're leveling up. So I'm rolling with the punches, so and enjoy.
You looking for a producer?
No, not right now. I have a couple.
Okay. Because I got going for you.
No, I got a couple right now that I work with consistently, and we definitely have sessions every week right now. And I have another single coming, so we're gonna see what y'all feeling about the next one.
Yeah, man, I'm good. I got that last one up.
Yeah.
All right, so honey, it is time for random ass questions.
Whoa.
These questions have absolutely nothing to do with what we talked about today.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right, so gotta start with the most famous question. So first off, do you eat cereal?
Yes.
All right. So are you a crunchy eater, or you like to wait for it to get soggy?
Crunch. Don't even play with me like that. If I want oatmeal, I'll make oatmeal.
I'm pretty used to being the exact opposite of everybody at this point.
Whoa, you like soggy cereal?
Yep.
Yeah, I like to. Well, not like super soft, but I do gotta let it sit there for a second. I don't
what in the wet?
Yeah,
world?
It's actually very fire.
That's mushy.
Y'all, so
just get some
like
wheat.
you eat like crunch berries and like ruin your gums?
No, I don't even like crunch berries. Actually, like they're too sugary.
Well,
but
then, yeah, I mean that's okay. So maybe, well, you've had to have them at some point. I don't know. I feel like if you have that experience, like that almost ruin cereal for me.
I feel like those thicker ones like that, I understand what you're saying, like with the texture.
Yeah.
It got to get a little soft. It got to have some bend.
Yeah.
Because otherwise it's just like it just comes in sharp on the gums.
That's what I'm saying. and I be trying to give it that time, and everybody look at me like I'm the villain.
But sometimes that real deep crunch, like in the cheek, like, ooh, I know how it feel. I know how it feel when you really up in the morning and you just, that cereal is hitting. Or you ever, you really hit the blunt real hard, and then that bowl of crunchy cereal, the ASMR on it is crazy. The ASMR is dumb. So I feel both sides.
Have you ever warmed up your cereal?
That's sick. Only cream of wheat. Oatmeal, that's a hot cereal. Shoot. Grits. I like hot grits.
You never used water before?
Okay, I've used juice because when I was growing up and I was in school, I was raised vegan. So I didn't even I don't drink cow's milk at all. I cook with it now because I started like eating cheese and stuff when I got to like middle school, high school. High school, I started eating chicken and fish, like incorporating some meat. But up until that point, I had never had like cheese and milk and stuff like that. So at school, they giving me my cereal, and I'm used to Cinnamon Toast Crunch with orange juice, apple juice.
Damn.
Holla at me. I don't know. You can't knock it. Not till you try it. You ain't never had your Fruit Loops with apple juice. I'm telling you, it was different. But I mean, it was what I had to do.
That would concern me is about it being warmed up.
Now warming that up is just crazy. I wouldn't ever do that. If you warmed it up,
I'm forgetting the other question. Okay. Yeah, my bad. Okay. That actually
because warming up cereal, warm milk in cereal. Okay, cereal got to be real crunchy.
That.
Yeah.
All right. Would you rather have a goat or a bird as a roommate?
I will take maybe the goat. I don't do birds. I don't even like that metaphor. That just sound like a talking ass roommate. Yeah. Like I ain't even gonna call. I don't even want no bird roommate. No, I'm gonna take the goat. Metaphorically.
Especially if you get a parrot.
Man, that's just talk. Like I'm just not even trying to hear that squawk. Like nah, a goat. I mean, bad. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. It's not too bad. But we can do something about that.
Yeah, hopefully.
The bird, that they get they too much.
I can't have a bird in my crib, yo.
And imagine if they ain't potty trained though.
Oh man. God. Hit me with the next one.
All right, how many ants you think could lift an elephant?
If he's got high hopes, if he got high apple pie in the sky, the ant can do anything. Y'all never heard that song?
No,
I've never heard that.
Y'all don't know that song? Like, if you got high hopes, high apple pie in the sky. No. The ant in the rubber tree. Just what made that little old ant think he could move a rubber tree plant? Everybody knows an ant can't, but he's got high hopes.
I probably fucked up. I probably fucked up because.
What culture is this? Where's your mother? Let me talk to her. Call her right now.
Was that a Southern thing?
Get your mama on the phone.
Was that a Southern thing?
That is, I guess so. It's in movies.
I don't know. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go look for it after this, and then I'm gonna message you on IG like, yo,
man,
I know what you're talking about. What?
So when you're down and feeling low, instead of letting go, just remember that and oops, there goes another rubber tree. Oops, there goes another.
It sounds familiar, but
I think ants can move an elephant. Maybe. How many ants is there? I don't know. They work together. Right. You can't underestimate an ant. No, you saw ants. No, I know y'all grew up and saw bugs like that.
Right. Yeah.
Don't underestimate an ant. Zeke did his thing.
All right. Okay. You're a superhero with an unlikely power. Shoot meatballs out your nostrils, or the power create force fields, but only around ants.
Shoot meatballs out your nostrils. What? I got some pretty round nostrils, if I may say so, my black self. If I could shoot meatballs out of them, people would probably be scared of me. But that's okay. So maybe the meatballs. Because creating force fields around ants, I mean, that's only good in the country because you step on them fire ant hills and it's, oh my, that's not it. But yeah, meatballs out the nostrils. Why not?
Right. You think it's possible to blow a balloon underwater?
You got a scuba tank on? Maybe. Yeah. See, don't do that. You make me out in of it. I have to think about it. Like, in what circumstance could that take place? Yeah, if I'm on a submarine. That's how I think about it. I don't know.
Hey, that's a real like chop life question. Like,
is this the stories with hoes? Is this one of those?
Yeah,
you gotta have some good lungs, man.
I don't trust nothing. I gotta think about it.
All right, if a smirk starts to choke, what color does it turn?
Bluer, deep blue sea. Like it probably turned violet, like Willy Wonka. You probably go from blue to bluest. I don't know, cause I mean on the cartoon they did do the little red cheeks.
Right, yeah, that's true.
Well, dang.
All right, how many days without a shower is okay?
I cannot judge. I have binge watched Bridgerton before, and I've also binge watched Game of Thrones before. And I will not lie. Y'all better leave me alone in my house. If nobody is coming over here, if I'm honest, I don't know.
I'm cooling.
I ain't sweating.
I've been in the bed all day.
Yeah, right.
I ain't moved.
You've been sick before.
I went to the kitchen.
I had COVID. I had the COVID week that one time. I had to, I had it on Monday. Had to shower on Friday. So, circumstantially speaking, I don't know. It may depend.
All right. Last question is: do you think angels get high?
They up there. They for sure up there. One of my uncles just passed, but he was a smoking man. And he's an angel now. He probably still up there. If there's weed in heaven.
Yeah. He there.
I don't think God is like, like a marijuana against marijuana.
Yeah.
I mean, you made it. You know we using it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's nothing that say don't on it. It don't have no like thorns around it. You know what I'm saying? People still plucking roses, but the marijuana grow free.
That's a fact.
Maybe.
All right. Do you got any questions you want to ask us off top?
Yes. I want to know what made you guys start a podcast. With the controversy right now about men and podcasts.
Come again?
Have you heard about the controversy with men and having podcasts and stuff? They're like,
I mean, I know people hate Joe Budden, but
of course, oh my God.
I mean, that's
between Joe Budden and Joe Biden. I don't know what to tell you. So, no, they got controversy right now with people in podcasts because they're like, dang, men keep making podcasts. Why they keep making podcasts? I mean, I just feel like that's not fair.
But I mean, we've been out for
how long you guys been out?
What are they talking about though? That's the thing.
They're literally just like saying that like guys just keep making podcasts. They don't
want us to have a voice. Right. Don't silence black men. Don't silence black men.
But that's what I'm saying. It's men and they're only talking men topics. It's not really a lot of balance of female
don't silence
energy.
Black men. We got to stand for that.
Okay.
Now it's some of them though they be talking down about women though.
How y'all feel about that?
Oh those no.
We don't even do that.
I'm just talking about us.
We are. Yeah. We don't talk about that. Yeah. We don't even go that deep a lot of times. We just be chilling. We don't talk about a lot of stuff. Like we don't talk. Barely talk about politics.
I don't know.
Shit.
We just
okay.
Why would I don't clown women in my normal life. So why would I do it on my podcast?
So you feel like it's a reflection on the man?
I would think so. Yeah.
Okay, I feel that though. So
plus we've been doing this for 3 years, so we know what to do.
What is y'all ultimate goal with your podcast?
To the top, no, slam. No,
always.
For me, I just want to be able to go around and talk to people. Like I don't know. I like to listen to people talk about their life, I guess, and just what they thought about certain stuff and all of that. So I really just want to talk to people and understand minds. I don't know if that's on like some psychiatry shit or something, but I don't want to like give people answers or nothing. I just want to know what you was thinking about. So
perspective.
Yeah, I wanna. No, me and him been talking about traveling more, so that's something that I really want to start doing more. So, cause we, like I said, we mobile, so we can go anywhere we want to and travel. And like I said, we do live shows everywhere, so a lot more traveling. That's the big goal right now.
That's lit.
Which we need to hit you when the next live show come too.
For sure.
Yeah.
This is cool. Like I never really did this. I never seen the setup so nice. Like it's nice in here.
Yeah. She said this was the first time too, man. First.
Oh, for real?
I mean, I wouldn't say my first time doing radio.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
I used to work at TSU Radio when I was in school, and my dad had a radio show growing up. So, I mean, I understand how it works, but this is my first time like presenting myself.
Yeah, I feel
that.
that.
On a show and being like, in somebody else's arena.
Yeah. Well, hopefully we didn't make you uncomfortable.
No, it was a great time. I actually like anytime you want me to come back. This is great. I love to give some female perspective.
That actually go with the idea I was talking about the other day. Yeah, we'll chop it up.
Okay.
But yeah, go ahead and just shout out your social media or anything else. Where can people find you? Anything else you wanna chop it up about?
Oh yeah, everybody, make sure you go stream my newest single, Grand Rising. It is streaming on all platforms right now, and then you can follow me on Instagram at FoundHoney, FOUND, honey, just like it sound. And you can find me on Twitter at TheFoundHoney because somebody already has found honey and they got like 3 followers. I need them to give that up. So if y'all can help me report that page, it would be great. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, y'all check me out on YouTube at Found Honey. I'm on all platforms. Stream Grand Rising right now.
Yes, sir.
I got it. So I want to say I feel your pain. I know you tweeted that you was in the grocery store and there was a child yelling. You wanted to slap him.
Yes.
I be feeling your pain.
Let me tell you what the issue. No, this was the issue. It was the allowance of the continuous scream. It's one thing if your child go,
yeah,
and then it's the hey.
We don't need no car alarm.
Yo.
Yeah, no car.
Now you know. As a parent, get that. Yeah. Stop! Don't do that to us.
And a lot of them parents don't be having control of their kids.
They just. She was standing there. The little girl was like, you literally brought the whole picture to my brain. I was in Walgreens, and the little girl was going off because she wanted a chocolate bar. And I mean, the mama is just like telling her be quiet, but she just throws the tantrum, like stomping off. She's screaming over and over and over and over and over. She never stopped. Nah. I said, I'm about to slap your child on my. I'm about to have to go catch that charge.
Dog, so I got Cash now. He only 5 months, but when you have a kid, you start looking at other people with their kids. And you're like, I would never do that with my kid.
With my kid,
and I mean, I'll be damned if my son is in the
store
screaming
sit your behind
and I can't do nothing. Like, never, fam. Never.
My kid wouldn't
Never.
even be. That just is, for me, it's just like, what's going on at the crib?
Yeah, facts.
Because, like, I didn't even want to do that when I was in the store. My daddy had me like,
my mama.
I wish I would.
I'm gonna chill out right here, fam.
Like, you might try,
Yeah.
then that look come across.
Mhm.
And
I'm
you like,
good.
all right, I'm going to straighten up and fly right.
Okay, you get hit right there, boy.
Quick. You feel that hard pinch come from behind. You don't know where them hands came from. What is going on?
Yeah, nigga.
Trying not to
your
cry
whole soul
in
in
public.
your body,
Yeah.
no cap.
You don't even want to cry. Black kids don't want to cry in public. You don't want to. It's embarrassing because you know that pinch hurt. You know what's coming.
Man.
Your fate is on the way.
Oh, my bad. Okay, we was at outros. Yeah. So, Q, y'all can reach me on IG at QTheDJ, QUETHEDEEJAY, and on Twitter at the same thing. Ambitious.
Yeah, follow me at Ambitious1K on Instagram and Twitter. That's the number 1, the letter K. You don't know how to spell ambitious, go look it up in the dictionary. Go ask Alexa, go ask Siri. Do what you got to do. Yeah, follow Threshold Brace, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. You Can't Sit With Us Radio, all one word on Instagram and Facebook. And what's the Twitter?
YCSWU Radio, all one word on Twitter. Follow us there as well.
Yeah, and yeah, till next time, Ambitious Q, we out.
We outie.